What's going on, hookers? Welcome back to the channel. I'm out here packaging up some baits for an upcoming event, and I'm doing a lot of the urchin style baits. And I'm gonna start calling them minefields. When you think about those little mines that are in like the ocean and stuff like that, they kind of resemble that. So that's what I'm going to call them. That's going to be my name for them. But they are the urchin style baits. And I just wanted to throw this quick video out there for you guys, especially the ones that have just purchased the baits for me, on how to rig them. You're going to get everything you need in your package to rig them, minus hooks. But let's get into it. I'm going to show you guys how I do it, that I've learned from other creators and stuff like that. But this is my way. So let's get into it. Here's the package when you get it from me. It's a nice little container that holds, 2 of these urchin style baits that I make. And everything you need is in here. So you got the bait, and then you've got the wire to make your little rig that I'm going to show you guys. So when you see this, don't throw away the wire. The wire is important to keep. Not only does it hold your baits suspended to where the tentacles don't get all bent and stuff like that from heat. It's also the wire that you're going to use to make your little rig. Okay, to start off with, so I've got another piece of wire here that I just cut off the spool, and I've got to straighten it up the best I can. Don't need this much, but I'm just showing you guys for a reference, because this is about the length of the wire that you're going to receive in the package itself. And what you're going to start off with, you're going to take your bait, and you're going to see, okay, it's a 17 millimeter ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much just guess about how much I need, and then have it stick out the other side. So as you can see right here, let me grab a little knife so I can point that out better for you. But right about here is where the edge of the ball is. So I'm going to stick it out past that about 1/4 of an inch. As you can see, I'm about 1/4 of an inch out, and I'm going to pinch it off right there. And I've got wire bending pliers to do this, but I'm going to show you guys with a pair of just fishing pliers. I'm going to take that right there, and then I'm going to bend it in half. So now I've got a little loop, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip that off. I got some wire cutters right here. I'm going to snip that off right at the same length. And always watch out, because that always goes flying. I'm going to take my pliers again, and I'm going to pinch it off at the head. You don't want to go too high up, but come down just a little bit and pinch it together. Just enough to leave a loop at the top. That's very important, very crucial right there. So now I've got this, I've got my bait, and I just want to double check. So I'm going to stick, and some of my baits, they come with holes. I know you can see that right there. So you've got this, stick it through the hole until it's just flush with the other side. So it's not protruding too much from the other side. It's practically flush. That's exactly what we want. Now I've got these other two sides, and I'm going to mark it with the Sharpie just to give you guys a reference of what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to mark it right where it sticks out. So as you can see, if you can see clearly, there's 2 little marks on each of those wires. I'm going to pull it back out. And now what I've got is some reference points to make the bend. So I'm going to grab the pliers and I'm going to bend it straight out. So I'm going to turn it a little bit, actually make this a little bit more even. But I'm going to line my reference mark up with the pliers and then complete 90 right on that. I'm going to do the same to the other side. So same height. I'm just going to 90 them out. And what that leaves us is with our completed rig. We might have to bend these up just a little bit so that they hug the bait a little bit better, but I'll show you that, guys, that here in a second. So now I take my bait again and I stick it through that hole. Double check. So see, it's flush right there, barely protruding, but you can see the wires are sticking straight out. So I'm going to take that back out real quick, and I'm just going to take the end of this wire and kind of make them looped a little bit. So compare them side to side. You got straight out and then you got curved a little bit, so it hugs the bait. That's what we want it. We want it to hug the bait. And then stick it back through the hole. So as you can see, it definitely hugs the bait a lot better. And that's your completed rig. You know, super simple. Like I said, I give you guys the wire to make the bait or the rig. And, you know, a couple minutes, you make a rig. And then you can take I use I think this is the number 4 treble hook. I've used number 6 treble hooks and caught bass off of them. So grab a treble hook. I would stay away from the singles using this method. I lost bass using a single hook. So I would stick with a double or a treble, and then I can kind of give you guys a rundown on how to do a frog hook too in a later video if you want. But stick to a treble hook, and what we're gonna do is that eye that I told you guys to make, we're gonna go through. So don't grab any bait on the back side. You go through the eye and then grab a bunch of meat from the bait on this the back side and come through all the way like that. So let me see if I can get some of the tentacles out of the way, but you can see that eyelet right there. It goes through that eyelet, has a bunch of meat on this backside, and then comes out the top. And that's your completed rig. So you just tie a leader off of here, come up, and this isn't going anywhere. I am pulling on this pretty hard, like, and it's not going anywhere. So this is the method I use. This is the method that works for me, and it's super easy. It's free for you guys. You don't have to go out and buy other, you know, rigs or weights or anything like that. And the sink rate on these, on mine, are pretty good. They fall about a foot a second, so not super heavy, not super light to where it's floating. And yeah, so thank you guys again for tuning in. You know, I hope this video helps you out, and I hope you know, come to this video from purchasing these baits. If you have, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you've caught anything on them yet. And, you know, this is going to be the minefield on my website here soon enough. I wanted to get it out there to some people, let them have some fun with it before I really open it up to everybody on the website. If you would like some of your own, you know, shoot me a message on Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok, all hooker baits. And, you know, watch out on the website, hookerbaits.com. That's HOOKR baits.com for these to drop here soon enough. Again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Make sure to get out and go fish.